Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the teachings of Joseph. I'm Cindy Edison. We are moving forward in these 7 steps of self-discovery and healing. Today, we're going to talk about number 3. But before we do that, I want to just revisit number 1 and 2 so we get an idea of where we're going and how these are evolving. You'll see this message evolving through these steps. Really interesting. Anyway, number 1 says, I am the creator of my own reality, and the higher power I seek is within me. So Joseph is saying here that we are creators, and we create whether we like it or not. We are creating vibrationally, and our reality that we live is a manifestation of that vibration we are creating with. Okay? We'll move into that a little bit more as we move along in these, but you guys know that. You guys know that we are creators of our own reality. It is at the core of our being. We are universal vibrational beings, and we are creators. And the higher power I seek is within me refers to the God consciousness. We refer to it as the soul of us. You know, Joseph defines God as the collective soul. It is the all of everything that is universal, right? Because everything has a soul, what we call the soul. Everything has the God consciousness within it that created it. So therefore, we are it. Okay, so they're saying you create your own reality, and everything you need to do that is already within you. Number 2 says, I have the power within me to restore and heal my thoughts and my body to its original form and purpose for being. I have the power within me. They're talking about the vibration. The vibration rules, right? They're talking about the alignment with our soul. And when you choose your thoughts from the space of alignment, then your body reflects that. So if you're choosing thoughts from alignment, your manifestations too are then in alignment, and that includes your body, includes our body. It all starts with our vibration. So let's move on to number 3. So if you're following this, they're saying it's all vibration. We create using a vibration. We are a vibration. So we create through our focus and intention, and then we experience the physical manifestation of the vibration we are creating from. Okay? So number 3 says, I acknowledge that each decision I make is of my own free will and my own choice, and I alone am responsible for the creation of all manifestations in my life. So first they say, this is who you are. You have everything you need. And when you are in alignment with this soul of you, it is your choice. Our free will is in our ability to choose, right? And so when we know why and what we're choosing, then we also know what we're manifesting, right? So we can choose what we want to experience by coming into alignment with our souls. And then when we're experiencing things that we don't necessarily prefer, we can see that as indication that our choices are not in alignment, right? They're out of alignment. So let me tell you how Joseph describes this step number 3. Okay, they say, your free will is in your ability to choose. No one can choose your vibration for you, although they can make choices for you by your consent. Choosing something outside of yourself and choosing your vibration are 2 different things. When you choose your vibration, it is a conscious choosing of thought. Regardless of what others may think or influence into you, you are still responsible for your own vibration. It is your responsibility to yourself to take control of your thoughts, for this is where your true power lies. It is in your eternal point of creation. It is yours and yours alone. When you give your power over to someone or something, it is also of your choosing. If you believe you do not have choice, you are in vibrational agreement with the out of alignment realm, and the ego presents this to you as negative emotions of fear. This is fear of self-responsibility because choice always exists. You are always choosing vibrationally, which is the part you play in the universal law of attraction. You emit, whether consciously or by default, and the universal magnet connects to your vibration and the manifestation takes place. So what Joseph is obvious, I think it's very clear what they're saying here. When we choose in alignment thoughts, in alignment vibrations that are in alignment with our soul, which has no fear, then our manifestations too are then in alignment, like we say, right? They have to be. You cannot create an out of alignment experience when you are choosing from the space of alignment and vice versa. You cannot choose out of alignment thoughts and expect to end up in a good place that you're going to like. Everything that is out of alignment is everything that is not love. It's everything that is not love. So what they're building to here, what they're laying the foundation to through these steps is their perspective, and that is the perspective of the new earth vibration. And you can tell by steps 1, 2, and 3, it is our responsibility. Nobody has any power over us unless we choose to give it to them, right? Because everything runs vibrationally. No one can inject anything into you. This is a whole shift in perspective of most of what we've been taught, not only in this lifetime, but in the eons of time that the human aspect has been living in the contrast. So as we've come up through the realms of consciousness, as we have evolved, we are now being offered this new vibration, the new vibration of the new earth. And that is where our new human aspect is. So the new human aspect will live with no fear. So this vibration has a perspective that has no fear. We will be developing a new lexicon for new words. I mean, even the word fear is out of alignment, right? Because it has no definition there. Of course, we give all our words definition and we translate them all differently. I mean, look how many times the Bible's been translated, and how many different interpretations you could have if you read even, 3 versions of it, and there are thousands. So it is a perspective of love that we're moving into. So the teachings that we are putting out there, the ego being the first and foremost that Joseph brings to our attention, that the ego has really been given a bad rap. And those of you who have been following me know that I harp on this so much. And it pisses people off because they want to hold on to that definition of the ego that they've been taught that is fear-based. The ego made me do that. I am in my ego mind. It's as if we have no choice, and that is not the case. So it is time now to look at our beliefs and see which beliefs are, most of them are conjured in the third dimension because that's where we've been living for so long. But those beliefs that are conjured in and that are still being taught from the third dimension of fear won't cut it in the new vibration. There's no vibrational agreement. They can't get in the door. So we need to shift our perspective, expand our perspective beyond the realm where those fear-based outside influences are even available for our choosing. We say, okay, had enough of that. I don't need to pick that anymore. I don't need to choose that anymore. Now we have new options. We've always had them. But this message comes through at a time where the human collective is ready for the shift, ready and willing. I might add. Now, certainly not everybody. I've had some pretty heated conversations with some people who just want to hold on to that definition of the ego. You know, the ego is out to get me, and I have to fight off the ego and all this stuff. No, I even had a friend who was supposedly very spiritual said, "We are getting rid of our egos. We are teaching how to get rid of the ego." Well, again, those of you who have been following us know that Joseph's perspective of the ego and the perspective of the new earth of the ego is that the ego is an aspect of the soul. It's an aspect of God, just like we are. And the ego is here to help us in the third dimension, where the soul doesn't come down that far. You know, the soul only deals with love, only deals with love. So when we're feeling love or expressing love, and we're vibrating in love, that is indication that we are in alignment. We're in alignment with our soul. And when we are not feeling any of that, we are out of alignment. And the negative emotion is supplied by the ego for our benefit. It is indication that we are out of alignment. That's the ego's way of helping us get back into alignment. If you feel crappy, that, angry, jealous, lonely, whatever that is in direct contradiction to your in alignment thinking. So that is the ego's gift to us by telling us you are out of alignment. They're warning signs. I sometimes picture the ego just, waving these red flags all around my head. Go back, turn around, turn around. Esther describes it as, make a U-turn, the GPS system, make a U-turn. And I have stopped myself many times. And I would say, Cindy, you are out of alignment. This is not the way, right? So we all have that option because it is our choosing that creates our experiences. It is in our choosing. And we are choosers from the get-go. And we are in a vibrational, choosing-based universe. Pick something you want to experience and focus on it. Focus on it. Focus on what it would feel like. The Secret touched on this a little bit. They left out some really good stuff, but for the masses, they put out there that you have to feel it, and that's what they're talking about. You have to feel the vibration of it. It is the experience of the vibration, right? Because as Esther and Abraham say, words do not teach. It is the experience that teaches us. Once we experience something, then we can say, now I know, right? So Joseph, through these first 3 steps, they're basically saying you are responsible for everything that you are living. So take control of it. Get to know your vibration, and you feel it. You can feel it. So I hope this is helping you guys, and I would suggest, if you want a copy, first of all, just email me at info@theteachingsofjoseph.com, and I will send you a PDF sheet of these 7 steps. I have put them up on my refrigerator, and I would read one. Every time I opened the refrigerator door, I would read one. And you start to, it starts to become a habit to think that way. And that's how you want to think. When you can say and believe that you are the creator of your own reality, it really is very powerful. It's a powerful statement, and you will stand up taller. At first it might be a little scary, but then when you realize the control you have, you are now in the space of unlimited expansion, unlimited possibilities. This is the space that Jesus spoke about when he said, everything is possible for those who believe. For those who know who you really are, you know that there is nothing that limits us because we are choosers. Anyway, if you have any questions, email me, info@teachingsofjoseph.com. Follow us on Instagram at The Teachings of Joseph. And check us out on the website, teachingsofjoseph.com. These books are on there, the Allow Your Soul to Lead series. It is our introduction to Joseph, and they lay the foundation for their message, their shift in perspective. As the consciousness shifts, the perspective shifts, and we need to accommodate that perspective in order to live on the new earth. We don't take any fearful beliefs. I don't care how long you've had it. I don't care who you learned it from. Doesn't matter. If it is in fear or if it teaches you that something outside of you is responsible for something inside of you or for something that you are doing, it is a fear-based teaching, and we are suggesting that you move beyond it. Remember, Esther teaches that a belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. So you can believe anything and you will manifest it. So we suggest you believe from the space of alignment so you will enjoy your manifestations. It's a wonderful thing. Great time to be alive. Hope everybody out there is well. And we love you guys. Thank you for hopping on this plane of consciousness with us as we set sail to the new earth vibration. Welcome aboard.